Yeah, I told bros get up there too and he gon' do it. These niggas be talking, I don't really wanna go through it. Yeah, we had them pictured on the phone and it's out there. We be posting pictures on they block, they never out there. Let me take you back when I used to catch that L ride. Now I'm getting bitches, she gon' fuck with them Chanel slides. Man, I told Jay wipe his nose and he gon' slime you out. Creeping like the rug rats, don't make me bring that Tommy out. Took out Lavella when I put her in Margiela. How the fuck I'm high and every morning eating Bella's high. What's up with that coochie? That little bitch a groupie, she keep asking me about Uzi. Man, I hit that hard, then I feel like little Boosie. And pass off the YOLO. I've been doing this since we was all rockin' polo. And niggas know the moto. Get money, still try and dodge every photo. Different from the popo. Niggas know we took shit. How the fuck they quit unless we made the ops forfeit? And we run this no shit. Won't stop until my pocket's sitting on enormous. And I got a killer from Charlotte, sting like a hornet. You caught it?
The car guys. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in worldwide. Episode number 1. Got Top Half Bill in the building.
What's happening?
If you play Xbox, make sure you follow him. Monster on 2K.
I'll be on that month.
So we opening it up. We hear everybody talk about making money in 2021. Everybody been at home. Everybody on the internet. They not watching Jay Morrison's blueprint with houses. They watching what's some hot investments right now? Oh, Bandman Kevo. Bandman Kevo with the cars.
He
They
be talking
watching
shit.
Matty J with the cars. And another hot area that's gonna be coming that you probably gonna hear a lot of people talking about in 2022 is basketball cards. Now, you know when TMZ picks something up, it's big. And as we see on the screen right now, this is a TMZ article. LeBron James and Michael Jordan ultra rare card sells for 900K, most expensive basketball card ever. So we scroll down a little bit, take a look at the card. Now, what stands out about this card to you, Bill? Because
So,
it's something Bill been putting me on to the game. I had a bunch of cards. It's like the whale that got away. They tell that story, a big fishing story. You had this big fish, and it's always that one that got away. I had a binder full of classics, probably more than 100,000. Lost them. When I kept seeing these articles, I felt heartbroken. Like, man, I had
mm,
a lot of this stuff. I didn't even want to hear it anymore. But
yeah,
Bill keep
a lot of
telling me,
a lot of niggas got a lot of this shit in their basement. They don't even know it though.
and I was honestly done with it until you kept saying it, and then I actually start looking into it, and I'm like, crypto. That's what I thought about. Crypto, that's another hot thing, but this
Mhm.
is like a crypto that we can actually understand because to be honest, how many black people inner city really get the crypto thing? I mean, like you see it, okay, you see that function, but we don't really understand how it operates. We we just taking what we hear for the most part and what they telling us, but we don't really get the full function. But basketball, this is something that we can all grasp. We grew up playing it in the backyard, and this is an accessible crypto for the average person that comes from the inner city. So break down this card, like before we
Well,
get into what really drew you into it. Break down what you see from this card, from what you done learned so far, like the who graded it. Do
well,
you Is it overpriced? Is this just like a fluke thing, like some people thought Bitcoin was at the beginning, and it's gonna crash? What's up with this card right here?
that card, that particular card right there, that was graded. It's graded at 8.5, which is basically that's damn near 9, which is as far as the score go on the grading class. That's great. Nines and tens and 8.5s. As far as Beckett go, that's a grading company. That's that grading company we looking at. Um, but that card though. This car we looking at, that motherfucker ain't overpriced. It's 101, which means that's the only one you can get. It's only
Oh,
one of
this
them.
it.
It's only one of them. It's 101. You see that 101 stamp on it?
Oh yeah, 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 I see it. I see it. I
It's
didn't
only
even
one
notice
of them.
that.
Yeah, it's only
Now
one
that's
of them.
something that the untrained eye would miss. I've been looking at this car for about 20 minutes. Didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it's
Didn't even notice
101.
that.
Yeah, and they got the
I was
ghost on.
thinking the value came from the patch that they had a Jordan and LeBron patch,
Well,
but it's 101.
niggas, patch cards, they can go, they can be expensive and shit, but it's really expensive because there's only one of them made. It's called a number card. The number cards, it can be 101, 1 to 10, 1 to 20, 1 to 99. Not 99, 199 cars really ain't a lot for a million motherfuckers on Earth. You know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
trillion motherfuckers on Earth, however it is. But that's the only one ever made. So 900K is really cheap for that. That's what it sold for, right?
Now,
900K.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
9K,
yeah, that's cheap for that.
900K. Now,
Yeah, that's cheap.
you talk about PSA and the brief looking that I've been doing. I hear PSA. Now, why wasn't PSA a factor? I mean, like, how did Beckett get the grade? And for was Beckett like I'm wondering was Beckett ever the standard before PSA? Because I think when I was just watching the GaryVee, he was saying something like it's hot with the kids, but was Beck? I'm wondering was Beckett the old standard?
Beckett, I think Beckett was around longer than PSA. They both been around for like 20, 30 years and shit. Uh, Beckett is really a company for like a lot of people send a lot of their old cars to Beckett. You know what I'm saying? Like the old MJ, the old Kobe's, and the Magic Johnsons and shit like that. PSA is kind of like PSA just got hot recently. You know what I'm saying? And
Right,
when GaryVee talk about kids, he talking about us. Like niggas in their
right,
20s, their 30s and shit. You know what I'm saying? PSA hot with the kids. That's what he mean. He talking about us.
right,
Beckett is basically for the old cars and the older motherfuckers that be into this shit. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Uh, but
Wikipedia, because I'm looking at Beckett right now, and they're saying Beckett CBCS's offices will be closed for walk-in, drop-offs, and pickups effective July 27, 2020. Beckett Services, Grading Services, March 18, 2021. So I'm trying to see. So a lot of them are shutting down right now.
yeah, because
Who's open?
they getting flooded. Like so, this pandemic shit. When this pandemic shit kicked off, like the basketball market, the basketball card market, it been going crazy these past few years. But like when the pandemic started popping off and shit, and everybody started getting all this bread from this unemployment and PUA and all this other type of shit, wherever people money coming from, you know what I'm saying? That ain't my business. But um, everybody start grabbing their hands on this shit, getting their hands on this shit, and sending it to PSA, Beckett. What's the other one? SGC, HGA, and all. It's about 6 or 7 of them that's really relevant. You know what I'm saying? But PSA, Beckett, and SGC is the ones. They the top. You know what I'm saying? And really, really, it's like they so behind on shit, getting people orders back. I think I heard PSA behind like 50,000 orders or some crazy shit like that. I don't know. I heard some crazy shit, man. Like they real behind. So PSA, matter of fact, 3 days ago, PSA just shut their shit down completely. They shut it down completely. They went up on the prices like a week ago, to try to slow shit down, slow down orders coming in and shit like that. But I guess they figured it ain't work. So they tried a new approach to just shut it down until July. I think they say July. Let me see. I forget when they say they were gonna bring that shit back, but they say they was gonna gradually bring it down. So it's levels to the PSA shit. You got express. You got different levels of speed. Basically, you can get your cars back in 5 weeks. I think like 10 weeks. Levels to the
So
shit.
that
You know what I'm saying?
so they one by one hand. This is not a machine doing this grade, and this is
Uh-uh.
one by one.
They doing
A
it by hand.
person inspecting this car.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. And I think they real understaffed too, man. I don't think they got enough people working at these warehouses or facilities or whatever they got. And I think they
That,
real
that that would
understaffed.
be an interesting video to get the inside of what's going on a day to day. How many are they knocking out a day? Are they taking breaks? Is this an 8 hour gig of just constant going through cars? I
Yeah.
would like to see because I wonder with a market like this, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of scamming going on. Like, how easy is it just to, yeah, we getting paid all this money? Do we really have time? Do they really have time to go through all of these cars? Like,
So I'm pretty sure it's a lot of bullshit on the streets right now. But they got something called reprints some of the most crazy cars, the Michael Jordan 86 Fleers and the uh I'm not sure if they can do they got the LeBron Chromes, them some of the most, some of the most popular ones, most expensive ones. I don't think they can duplicate that LeBron card.
but
I'm
but
talking
not
about.
just duplicating. Do you think PSA, Beckett, other grading companies, they getting thousands and thousands of cars? I wonder what's the limit, and then if they over flood it like they say they are they really taking time to really inspect these cars like they may have been doing? Like when they first started, I'm sure it was like a passion. Oh man, we getting all these cars from
Yeah,
everywhere. But after a while, when you getting so much and you seeing the same thing, I
yeah,
think I would want to add a camera in the grade because people paying money and you
yeah,
raising prices. I
yeah.
think all of these I think I
Because
don't know if you
because they,
see
they
it.
control the market.
Yeah,
These grading companies control the market. Your card ain't really worth what you want it to be until you get it graded. Like uh this fucking Kobe, this Fleer metal Kobe card right here.
hmm
Um, this probably like
pull it
what?
back a little bit. Pull it back a little bit.
Let me see, cause this camera kind of reversed. Hold on.
It's
This
hard to
card
see.
right here, you see it?
Hmm
This fucking Kobe Bryant card, probably raw. We call this raw. If it ain't graded, this is what a card look like when it's graded. This Bobo.
Hold on, let me make sure I can see it on a bit.
This
All right, now put it to the screen a little bit more.
hold on. This 2019 Bobo
Yeah,
Prism rookie card.
I'm trying to focus in so the people can see what it say at the top.
Okay, let me show
What's
you
on there?
at the top.
So let's see, Bobo, 2019 Panini Mint. What's the number at the top right? Would that break that
It's a
down?
nine. It's a nine. It's a mint nine.
And what's the number at the top right? Like the card number 290 what?
Oh yeah, yeah, 282. 282.
So so is
That's
that
the
saying how
card.
many of the lot? Like how many total card? Is they telling you that?
Well, when these cars come out, they come out in these hobby boxes or these blaster boxes and shit. And I think that's just like the number card on the print run. You know what I'm saying? It that this ain't a number card like that card that we got on the screen right now and shit. This ain't no
Right.
number card like that. This is just the number card that was on a print run when they ran all of these cars. Because after him might have been fucking, I don't know if they run the same teams and the same runs, but fucking Jamal Murray,
Yeah.
card number 283. You know what I'm saying? Like that,
Right.
for example. You know what I'm saying? But basically, man, this Kobe card ain't really worth shit until you get it graded. This probably like an $80, $100 card ungraded. But
Yeah.
once you throw it in one of these slabs, once you send it off to PSA and put it in one of these slabs, it turned into a $300, $400 card. And seeing that this is Kobe Bryant, once this motherfucker get graded after this shutdown and shit, and once I send this bitch back and it come back, um, it can be an $800, $900 card. I'm not sure. I forget the eBay comps on this. The eBay completed sales. That's what I mean by comps. But Yeah, man, this shit crazy though. Like these cars is basically like cryptocurrency. If anybody in the cryptocurrency or stocks and shit, that's exactly what this shit is. It's just the only thing, the difference about this shit that you can actually hold this shit in your hand. You know,
Right.
you
Right.
can't
Right.
you can't see your Bitcoin. I mean, you can see the numbers on your phone, but you can't hold that shit. You know,
Right.
so it's just
If the power shuts off,
yeah,
where's your Bitcoin?
it's a wrap.
Now,
It's a wrap.
is there a difference in the grading process? Because on this card we looking at on the screen, I see centering 9.5, edges 8, corners 8.5, surface 9.5. Now, do PSA provide the same
Yo, can you hear
thing?
me?
Yeah.
Yo,
Yo, I hear you. Yo,
yo,
yeah,
yo.
yeah, I hear you. Just go out and come back in. What I was saying was, I wonder, do PSA have the same thing with center? Because I know these are key factors when they're looking into all of the cards. But I wonder, is the grading process similar, or what's the differences? So I guess that's something I'll be looking into. But I want to bring up,
What happened? My alarm came on and shut my whole shit down.
yeah,
But
yeah. Yeah, I was saying, is it a difference in the grading process? The Bobo card say, like on here, it's 9.5, centering, edges 8, corners 8.5, surfaces 9.5.
all right, so these different grading companies got different scales on how they grade these cards. So PSA, what you looking at with this Beckett card? It's called a subgrade. So they gonna tell you how they graded your corners, how they graded the surface of your card, the 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 fucking I forget what it's called. They want to make sure it's centered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the
Um,
centering, edges,
mhm.
corners, and the surface.
So
That's what Becky was.
a lot of these cards get printed and they be off center. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna grade the centering. You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear.
Yeah. They gonna grade the centering. They gonna grade the corners. Make sure them corners sharp and it ain't showing no white. And they gonna grade the surface. You know, you can have dents in the surface of your car. You can have dirt and smudges on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They grade all of that shit. So with PSA, they just give you a simple grade. From 1 to 10, they just give you a grade. They don't give you no sub grades. They just gonna tell you if your card an 8, 9, or a 10, or a 7,
Now,
whatever the case may
what
be.
you
You know
think
what I'm
about
saying?
that? Do you prefer the subgrading process? Like, would you want? Because to me, that's a bit more. I would say, like, integrity into your process. I know we got a standard what you looking at, because if you tune in this channel, I cover a lot of boxing and the pound for pound ranking. We don't really know what they grade. They just put out like, oh, this is the top guy, this is the top guy, this is the top guy. But
Right,
there's really no criteria which to look at. But with this Beckett grading system, I can kind of look myself and take a good guess before I send it in. Now with PSA, I don't really have a clue. So
right.
is PSA, should it be as high regarded as it is? And again,
So,
I would like a camera in all of these rooms
right,
to make sure that they truly inspecting the car if
right.
people paying money like that.
The issue. All right, so I love Beckett grading system and shit. Like I love knowing like why I didn't get it in. Like I love the
Right.
subgrades. You know what I'm saying? If my surface was next time, I'm gonna make sure I clean the card off and send it back to their ass and see if I can get a better grade. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
cars being in them Beckett slabs, the value of the Beckett slabs is not as high as the value in the PSA slabs. You know, like this fucking Kobe card I just showed you. You know what I'm saying? Or I grab another one. This MJ card right here. This Flair MJ. It's like if I was to send that card to Beckett, and I'm just throwing numbers around. I don't know the exact values of shit right now. I had to be looking at it. You know what I'm saying? But say I sent that card off to Beckett, and they gave it a 9 or 9.5. Let's just say they gave me a 9. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That card, mm, I'm just throwing numbers around. Sell for 200 on eBay. You know what I'm saying? Same card. If I send it off to PSA, that same card is sell for 4 or 500. It's just for some reason people just prefer these PSA slabs. Like that's just what people prefer. That's just what the hobby is into. They like PSA. Now ain't nothing wrong with Beckett. You can still get your shit off with Beckett. You can get your card off with Beckett. You can get it sold. People still buy Beckett slabs. You know what I'm saying? You see somebody brought that one, that one-on-one card you just had on the screen. It's just the PSA slabs are just what people gravitate to.
Now that make me wonder if a certain group of people, like who owns, who started. I want to dig a little bit deeper now. Beckett. Now this is Beckett's a breakdown on Wikipedia. Beckett Media Company. Beckett is a media company that specializes in the coverage of sports cards and sports memorabilia markets. The company was founded in 1984 by James Beckett as Beckett Publications. James Beckett was a statistics professor before launching Beckett Media. In 1970, Beckett was responsible for some baseball card industry's early price guidelines, which offered more detail on the price of specific cards than the newsletters that had previously been read by collectors. He founded Beckett Publications in 1984. So he founded it in Bowling Green, Ohio. Um, its headquarters now is in Dallas, Texas. Key people, Sandeep Dua is the president right now. Revenue in 2007 was 14.1 million. And it's saying it currently 135 employees. And it started based around baseball. So in 2005, Beckett sold the company to Apprise Media, which wanted to expand the niche enthusiast media holding. The company was renamed Beckett Media as a part of the sale. On the 26th of January in 2005, Apprise Media hired Peter A. Gummonson as the CEO. Less than 4 years after a Prize Media acquisition, Beckett Media was rumored to again be for sale in May 2008, with unspecific companies considering the purchasing of the company. In 2008, the company was sold to Eli Global, a multinational corporation based in Durham, North Carolina, founded in 1991 by Greg Lindenberg. All right, pay attention to these names. In 2010, the company began an overhaul of its online presence. On March 8th, 2010, the company announced that it was partnering with SeatGeek. Okay, that's a big player that I know. As a part of its website enhancement. Through the partnership of sports ticket search engine SeatGeek, links will be included on all the site's major team sports and league pages that allow viewers to directly access SeatGeek's ticket. Okay, so pretty much SeatGeek the company introduced blah blah blah. Okay, the company introduced publication and introduced early grading system, which provided the way to gauge their conditions. The six level were spelled out from mint to poor. Beckett runs a sports card grading service, Beckett Grading Service, which is the exclusive grader and authenticator of top vault trading cards. Beckett launched an autograph authentication company in 2016. The company, yeah, so in its inception, I'm guessing Beckett was the old guard,
Yeah.
but for some reason, I'm not sure if the SeatGeek purchase has something to do with the fall. But that's something that I'm gonna do a bit more research in. But that's good to know that it's attached to SeatGeek because to me that adds a bit more allure to the whole situation.
So who
Being
is SeatGeek?
I think you buy tickets from 'em, like for concerts, sporting events,
Oh,
and all that.
okay, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know how
yeah,
you be seeing
yeah,
them commercials.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
all right, let me pull up PSA now. PSA wiki. I'm just trying to get a breakdown on PSA grading on the history of these grading companies because to to really understand what you invested in, you got to understand who's setting the price and who's behind setting the price. Is there some agenda? What else companies do they own? And when you start putting those things together, is it a certain background? Is it a certain group? PSA collectors, PSA. Let me go here. So, Collectors Universe is an American company formed in 1986, now based in Santa Ana, which provides third party graving services to collectors, retail buyers, and sellers of collectibles. Its authentication services focuses on coin, trading cards, sports memorabilia, and autographs. The company reached a combined total of 75 million certified collectibles in 2019. Collectors Universe is also a publisher in the field relating to blah blah blah. So, key people, Santa Ana, California, founded in 1986, 35 years ago. Joseph Orlando is the president. Joseph J. Wallace. All right, let's see where we can find PSA. How did they get me here? All right, Professional Sports Authenticator PSA focuses. Okay, in 2012, Collectors Universe PCGS Professional Coordinating Services authenticated 25 million coins from Japan, being a historical milestone of the company. Professional Sports Authenticator PSA focuses on the trade, and so I'm not sure if this company owns them, but we're not going hard on that. Let's get to their website. All right, so when you go to the website, so it's saying PSA customer update 2021, submit trading cards. So I'm guessing your process of getting it there would be hit. Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
So submitting it right here, hitting start now, going through your whole process, and then you got your tracking and everything right there. So centering back, we're hearing inflation, we're hearing Gary V. What's the talk with that? Why are people mad at Gary V? Is it PSA fault? Is it Gary V fault? Why is the money going through? Why is the prices going through the roof? What specific prices? What are some hot cars people targeting?
All right, man. So the Gary V shit, man. Honestly, man. So it's levels to this car shit. You got your guys who just collect. You got collectors, you got investors, and you got flippers. You know, you got your collectors. They don't really give a fuck what the car worth. They gonna buy what they like, and they just gonna hold it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got your investors who buy certain cars of a certain level, and they're gonna sit on them for a few years, maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe 7, whatever the case may be, because they feel like you know that Prism Luka chick gonna be worth something more than what it is in 10 years. I think a Luka going for like 800. The base Prism. I think it's going for like $800 right now, if I'm not mistaken. I looked at it yesterday. Um, that can be a $10,000 card in 3 years. Depending on how well Luka do. And then you got your flippers. These the dudes who they going to buy these boxes. They buying lots, car lots on eBay or whatever the case may be. I don't know how they do it, but they go and grab these cards. They sending them bulk orders to PSA, getting them back and selling them graded. You know what I'm saying? Those the flippers. You know, they paying $150 to get their car back in what 5 weeks. Um, Now your everyday collector is mad at the flippers because they feel like they the reason all these prices is going up right now. You know what I'm saying? A fucking a Prism hobby box. I think a year or two ago it was about 400 $500. It just dropped 3 days ago and it was 2,500. Panini went up on the prices. Panini is a company that make all these brands. You know, you got Prism, you got Optic, you got Donruss. They make all these. You know what I'm saying? And, people mad. The hobby, everybody that's in this hobby, that's in this whatever you want to call it, everybody mad. The collectors that just want to buy their shit and just go home and chill and just because they just like Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying? They mad because they getting priced out. Everybody getting priced out right now, and it's turning into a money game. You know what I'm saying? 80% of the people that's in this shit is in it for the bread right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people feel like GaryVee got to play a huge role in this shit, and that's just not true. You know, um, I was watching one of his interviews. I think a week or two ago. One of his videos, he said he ain't even sold a card yet, and I believe him too. I believe him. He said he got like 50 Luka Doncic base Lucas, some shit like that. Uh, I believe him though, man. And everybody blaming him for what's going on right now, but people need to realize, they fail to realize, is that shit is the way it is because we're in a fucking pandemic. Everybody in the house, everybody finding basketball cards that's been sitting in their fucking basement for 20 years. I mean, it ain't his fault, man. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, the prices is inflated right now, but you can't just blame Gary Vee for that. You know what I'm saying?
So is attention good for the market? Like we seen consciousness go corporate. Is this going corporate and mainstream, becoming cool like a lot of these other fields? Is that the death of the market? Does it become the trendy thing today and just totally tank the market? Does it put the market in danger or does it make the market healthy?
Uh, you want me to be halfway honest, or you want me to be completely honest? Like,
Just bust it down. Let the people know. Is this something that they should be running away from, or is this something that they should be trying to hit right now? Before is this a pump and dump,
all right,
or
listen,
is this
listen.
sustainable?
If you want to get into this shit, the time is right now. Like right now. PSA gonna start opening their doors. They say they ain't opening their doors till July, but I think they gradually gonna introduce all their services back to the community. You know, every other month. You know what I'm saying? What is it? April right now. I think May they gonna bring one of their services back, or maybe two. Then June they gonna bring another one back, and in July they gonna bring the rest back. They got about five of them, if I'm not mistaken. If you're gonna do it right now, cause when it do become a cool thing, and you start seeing rappers posting their cars they got, they PSA 10, Luka Doncic and they Trey Youngs and they Jason Tatum's and shit, that's when you should be worried. That's when you
Yeah,
should be worried.
cause that could be dangerous. Cause just like with these shoes, we see who get first dibs at the shoes. So if they get into the cars,
It's gonna be a wrap. And then like another thing I've been hearing, I've been hearing it a lot too for the past 3 weeks. A lot of these big companies, like these big corporations and shit like that, you know, the same guys who buy a million shares of Apple or whatever the case may be, and a million shares of Bitcoin and all that type of shit, they gonna want they 86 Michael Jordan Fleer rookie cards too, man. You gonna see these big companies grabbing all these cards. And there ain't gonna be a lot of them out there. So that's why I say if this is what you want to do, you need to do it right now. Cause it's gonna get to the point where a lot of this shit is gonna be unreachable, untouchable. LeBron James tops Chrome going for $44,000 right now, man. Motherfuckers can't afford that shit.
Now is that is
So
what's hot about that card? Is that a rookie card? Is
it,
that an
it's
MVP
it's
card?
oh 03. It's LeBron rookie card. But not only that, it's the Topps Chrome. Topps is like the true rookie card. Around that back in that time, that was like the true rookie card. You know what I'm saying? Right now it's Prism, but back then Topps was the true rookie card. You know what I'm saying? Chrome is just another layer to it. So you got two versions of that LeBron card. You got the version with him standing in his suit holding his Cavs jersey up, and then the other version he hitting a shot over somebody and actually in the game, and that's the Chrome version. Um, the other version of him holding his jersey up, I think that card going for 1,200 at the lowest right now. If you get on eBay, you'll see it fluctuates a lot. The market move is a very volatile market, just like cryptocurrency. Um, but that Chrome version, the Topps Chrome version of LeBron rookie year, the motherfucker going for $44,000 right now, and like, what you think is gonna be once these companies get their hands on these cards? They gonna want all of them, and they gonna pay whatever they gotta pay, and that's gonna shrink the fucking market. That's gonna shrink how many LeBron Chromes you can get. That's gonna shrink how many Kevin Durant Chrome Topps Chrome cards you can get. That's gonna shrink how many Luka Doncic rookie cards you can get. They gonna grab everything, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, that's what these companies do. They grab all the Bitcoin, they grab all the Apple stock. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, like I said, if you want to get into this shit, the time is right now. Do what you can. You
You
know.
looking at the screen?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm looking
Set
at it.
so the 2003 Topps Chrome
I didn't
LeBron
even. I
James
didn't.
rookie
I, I,
card
I, I didn't even know it went up that crazy. I didn't even know that. Like that's.
is selling for 750,000 right now. Now look, this is
Shit.
this is a thing. This is a question. Not a question, but is is Beckett for the big players? Is PS maybe PSA is child's play? Because I see Beckett, I see PSA, I see Beckett, I see
Well,
Beckett, I see
an,
Beckett.
listen. A lot of them cards probably got graded
Yeah.
back in '03, '04. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, okay.
Beckett was the
Yeah,
thing then.
yeah,
PSA is the thing now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
A lot of them cars just been graded for like 10 or 15 years.
I had this card right
Yeah, that's
here.
that's one of them Grail cars right there. That's a Grail card. Pull up that KD Chrome card. That tops Chrome Kevin Durant.
Hold on. Let's see, Chrome. I wonder.
Now
Now
that might be the one I seen that was selling for 44,000 right now.
what's the Chrome like? Is that the holographic? Cause I see the prism with the Chrome, the gold.
I
Is the
actually never
gold the
I
silver?
never that's I actually never seen that version of that card. Go back real quick. Click that one under that.
Uh,
Or matter of fact, click that 800,000 one. That's the one I'm used to seeing right there. That's the Chrome card. Basically, you pull it out the case and that motherfucker just it's shiny, man, and it just look crazy, man. You pull that bitch out the case. Well, you can't pull them out them cases. Once they in them cases, you can't pull them out unless you get some pliers
oh,
or
cause
something.
I seen GaryVee or somebody cracking them like they're like yeah, cracking
Yeah,
them.
yeah, 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 yeah. So a lot of guys who buy them cards, Like like I said, they had no Beckett slabs, so they probably been in there for like 10 to 15 years, or maybe 7 or 8. A lot of guys who like bottom cards off of other guys, like them chrome refractor cards and shit, they're gonna crack that case and send it in the PSA instead, because it's gonna up the value. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's in a PSA slab. PSA is just the top dog, and that's what everybody want. I mean, motherfuckers still want it if it's in a Beckett case, but they gonna crack that motherfucker. Please believe they're gonna crack that motherfucker and send it to PSA and get it put in the PSA slab, because that's just what everybody want. You know what I'm
And you
saying?
said the other big one
It's
is
SGC. They ain't really no factor, and they just went up on their prices. So,
it's this Kevin Durant card right here.
oh yeah, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's one of the ones right there. That's one of the ones.
So it's a Kevin Durant code Chrome. And we seeing Beckett, man. Now, like Gary V said, the market could change, and he not totally sold on PSA. I'm not either. I think for everybody that's just getting into it, we not exclusive to PSA no more. It's a new day. We understand the standard, but I think everybody need to go back to Beckett because I like this
Well,
sub grade.
the issue with Beckett is they prices are just about expensive as PSA. I know they give you like subgrades and shit, but people, the market, the way the market is set up right now, your card is just more valuable if it's in the PSA slab, and that's just how the market is right now. Um, I've been hearing a lot about HGA, like people trying to throw it out there, like, yeah, let's start sending our cards to HGA and all this type of shit. But your card just not gonna be worth as much if it's in the HGA slab. It's just not gonna happen. Um, they cheaper. HGA is they turnaround time is faster than everybody else, but people just don't hold it up to the same regard they hold them PSA slabs up to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 2750 card and grading spots will open up at 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh,
Please log in between 8:45 and 9 to enter the waiting room.
yeah,
HGA.
and they got a queue. They got a 5,000 card queue every week. They limit is 5,000 cards a week. They don't let you send no more than that. So it's like some type of they got like a lottery system basically.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's another thing people don't like about HGA, but I don't know, man. All this shit is crazy. Like, it's all crazy.
yeah, but to me, from what I'm seeing, Beckett is Cadillac. Like, old school niggas love the Cadillacs, the
Yeah.
Brohams, put that paint on there, the wood grain, diamond in the back.
Well,
And them
well,
people,
the what people tend to say is PSA is Apple and Beckett is Android.
because I'm about to say, Beckett is Cadillac, and PSA is these new foreign cars or Tesla. So,
Yeah, Tesla. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
uh, so
Yeah.
let's go into what's some hot buys. So you've been buying. What really caught you in? Is it just the money?
Uh,
What stuck you in the game? And then what was your first card that you cop and some hot buys that you bought for the week? I mean, that you bought since you've been buying. Let's
I'm
show the people some cards.
I'm I'm
Break
I'm I'm
break down
I'm
a
gonna
lot
start
of
with what got me. Uh, it's gonna be crazy, but I seen some shit on YouTube about Pokemon cards, right?
right.
Um, I was watching the video. Dude was talking about, yeah, man, Pokemon cards worth this much now if it's first edition and base two, base one, and all this other crazy shit, right?
Right.
So I'm like, oh shit, I think I got some Pokemon cards at my mom's house and shit. So I asked my mom, like, hey, what you think you did with them Pokemon cards I had? So she went in her basement looking for them and she found them. Told me to come through, come get them, come pick them up. You know what I'm saying? So I went over there and picked them up. And they was in this big box, you know what I'm saying? So I get to looking through the box, and I had basketball cards in this box. Now, when I found these back, like I'm a basketball nigga, I love basketball. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching basketball since the fucking Pistons was in the fucking finals. They, you know what I'm saying? They got beat by LeBron. You know what I'm saying? I'm a basketball fan. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at these cards and shit, these basketball cards. I forgot what I was even looking for the Pokemon cards. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So I'm looking at all these MJs and shit I got and Larry Birds and all that shit. So I get on eBay and get to looking up, man, what this shit worth, you know?
right,
So I get to doing my homework on this shit. I'm looking at prices and values of all these cars and shit. And I get to realize I'm like, the shit I got ain't even worth shit. So after that, I get to thinking like, damn man, I low key want to go grab something that's worth something. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So I get on Facebook, market, offer up, get to looking at basketball cards, and I get to watching YouTube videos, and get to researching the shit. I made my first purchase. My first purchase was a LaMelo Ball card, NBA hoops rookie card. Matter of fact, I think I got it. I think I got it right here. This fucking LaMelo Ball card right here. Um, yeah, but
hold on, where's that?
oh, I thought you seen that motherfucker. LaMelo
NBA
Ball.
hoops, Lamelo,
Yeah.
rookie card for everybody that's tuning in. Don't know what's going on. Got top half Bill busting down basketball cards. What got him into it? Some hot buys of the week, and that was his first card that he purchased right there. Now, why did you go with Lamelo? What was it? Was it just the value of Lamelo? You like his game? He played overseas. He played at Spire High School in Ohio.
So
The ball family.
Lamelo Ball. When you watch him play, well, when I watch him play, he remind me of one of them niggas. So overseas they go pro way before us over here in America and shit. Them niggas go pro when they like 16 and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Ricky Rubio, young as
Yeah.
hell. Lamelo went over
Luca.
there playing with bro.
Yeah,
Luca,
Luca was pro,
yeah,
but when he was 15 or 16 or some shit like that.
won a
So he
couple
remind
championships.
Yeah. He reminded me of one of them overseas niggas, you know what I'm saying? Just already know the game. He know how to pass. I mean, just a good all around player. LaMelo, to me, in my opinion, a good all around player. And I just felt like, so my approach to this shit was, my approach to this basketball shit is everything is long term with me. If I go out there and buy a card, most likely I'm gonna sit on it long term. Long term for me can be 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. I ain't looking to sell it next week. You know what I'm saying? So uh I felt like LaMelo, he gonna have a good career, man. LaMelo, he gonna be a big deal. Uh I know basketball. So I just
Did,
felt like, go ahead.
did the injury
No,
worry you
uh-uh.
when you bought that car and you sitting on it and
Uh-uh.
that injury did it make you be like, damn, I need to get rid of this car quick or
Uh-uh. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Cause this the thing. Yeah, of course. When a player get injured in the NBA, his car value gonna drop tremendously, man. If it's $1,000 car today, a nigga twist his ankle, fuck up his leg, tear Achilles or something, that motherfucker gonna be $100 car tomorrow. But with Lamelo, this is rookie year, and he sprained his wrist, right?
yeah, broke his wrist or something like that.
Yeah. He'll be back next. Look, if he don't come back this season, he'll be back next season. You know what I'm saying? And he got such a great team around him. He got a good team. They ain't doing as well as they could. Matter of fact, they number 4 right now, ain't they?
Yeah, number 4 in the East.
Yeah, they doing great right now. I'm still thinking about all right, but He got a good team around him, and they're gonna be great, man. And I think they can make it past the first round next year. I don't think they will this year, but next year they will for sure. It'll be Melo's second year, and this little card I paid. I think I paid $20 for this card. It could possibly be worth a few $100 next year. Now, the
I'm
issue
seeing
with
I'm seeing one of them graded going for 100
a greater
right now.
Lamelo, yeah.
Yeah, for
Now,
some reason,
the only issue with this particular card, now, like I just told you, this is the first card I brought, which let you know, like I just got into this shit this year, right?
right,
So I'm I wasn't I wasn't that educated when I went out and brought this card. Um, NBA hoops, which is the brand of this card right here.
right,
This ain't the most how can I say it? This ain't the most desirable brand of card that people want right here. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Uh, Prism is the true rookie card in today's time. It was Tops back in the day. Prism is today's true rookie card. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, this NBA hoops Lamelo card, it might not be worth that much next year or 2 years from now or 3 years from now. Cause basically, how you gotta scale the shit, like how this shit is set up. There it is, right there. How this shit is set up is Prism is the big dog of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Prism, it's all made by Panini, but Prism is the big dog of all the brands up under Panini. You know what I'm saying? So like, uh, it's
Let
like
me. Who graded this? Like,
I don't
or
know,
this?
some off brand grading company. I never seen it.
They say Panini Hoops first graded Gym Man. Maybe this how Panini sent it out.
No. That's a grading company. That's
Oh,
definitely a grading company. It's just an off brand grading company right there. And they probably say the first graded Lamelo card because that's probably the first Lamelo that company ever seen.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
That's a brand new company. Whoever graded that card, they
First,
ain't even got a logo on this shit.
yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe that's the name of the company. First graded.
Possibly, yeah,
$154. Just the same car he got over there.
yeah. $20. I paid $20 for it. But like I told you, once you grade these cards, it's all about what a motherfucker go on eBay and see. If you can go on eBay and see like this card is graded, it's a 10. He know what he getting when you send it to him. You know what I'm saying? People don't want these cards raw. This a raw Michael Jordan card. I mean, it's cool, they'll buy it, but people want to know exactly what they're getting in the mail when they get to their doorstep. Now that's a Prism rookie. That's the true LaMelo Ball rookie card right there. Now, if I was educated on this shit, how I'm supposed to be, I mean, you gonna make mistakes. But if I was fully educated on this shit, I would have waited and went and grabbed that. That's the rookie card I would have got. That's the Lamelo Ball I would have got right there. Which and that price gonna drop next week anyway. Prism just came out 3 days ago. Um, that price is inflated as hell at 350 right now. A
What you
Lamelo Ball rookie card.
what you think that's worth?
That's a $200 card right now because it's ungraded. That's a graded price. $350 on an ungraded card is ridiculous. I mean, especially for a Lamelo card. You know what I'm saying?
And if you tight on money, as you see on the screen, PayPal is letting you finance. So $30 for 12 months can get you this card. So
Yeah,
don't think anything is unreachable. This
it's
auction's
not.
going.
It's not. But like I said, like the price on that card is gonna drop next week, just on the strength of it's raw. It's raw. It's ungraded. It's an ungraded card. Yeah, if you send it out to PSA, it's gonna come back at 10 because it just got pulled out of pack. But it's
Oh
ungraded.
wow. Oh wow. You looking at the screen? This just sold a cracked ice SP
So
rookie
raw too.
LaMelo Ball. It's a 7. 47. You said these just came out?
Yeah, that came out 3 days ago.
Wow.
That came out 3 days ago.
Orange crack ice.
So
747.
let me break down the colors on these cards. Um, that's an orange prism card. So basically, the first LaMelo rookie card we was looking at, it might
Mm,
be 2 or 3 thousand of those in the population. You know what I'm saying? That orange card, I don't know exactly how the numbers go in these colors, but that might be a 1 out of 199, a 1 out of 299. All these colors is numbered. So if it's a purple LaMelo, there's only 200 of those made. If it's an orange LaMelo, it might only be 300 of them made. If it's a what blue LaMelo, it might only be 99 of them made. You know what I'm saying? So
mm,
that's why them colored prism cards, like that green one you looking at right now,
mm.
they're gonna be a little bit more expensive than the base version. The first version we was looking at is called the base version of the prism. You know what I'm saying?
So if you're tuning in right now, you got 35 minutes and 20 seconds. This is a live and direct auction for LaMelo Ball Green Prism card. $240 is the current bid. And don't be like me. I lost on a Kevin Porter bid in 22 seconds. So no, you can bid up until that last second. So if you really want a card, you better stump down and put that money
Mhm.
that you really want to put on it and wait till the last seconds to bid because there's no point in running up the price and overpaying for a card that you could have got. Wait for this, and then you probably get it for 255. Put that as your high bid, something like that.
Yeah,
But
and 240 for that right now is where it's supposed to be. A lot of guys, just because it just came out three days ago, a lot of guys don't put a real high price ticket on it right now because they know people is rushing to eBay to grab these raw cards. They know people gonna rush and feel like they gonna miss out. You ain't missing out. That card gonna be on eBay next week. It's gonna be there next week, and it's gonna be there the week after that. So you ain't gotta buy it at $650, $750. You can wait till next week or the week after that, and it's gonna be where it's supposed to be, around that $200 $250 range. And then you want to wait till PSA open their doors back up, send it off to them, sit on it for a year or two, and it's gonna be a $1,500, $2,500 card. Like,
you got you got any other cards you want to show? You got your collect stash on you?
uh, I mean, I got a lot of ungraded shit right here on my desk. Can I flip this camera around? Can you flip these?
It might be a spin option on there. I don't know.
Let me see. I'm looking at it. Hold on. Let me see. Camera. Front camera. Oh, there it is. All right. Okay.
Hold on, let me
Can you,
let me make your screen. Hold on. Stop share.
all right. Uh.
Hold on, hold on. About to put you right in there. All right.
All right. So, basically, man, if there's some shit that somebody really considering they want to get into, which you probably should. If you ever thought about cryptocurrency or you ever thought about investing in stocks, it's the same thing, man. If you a fan of basketball or any sport, because basketball ain't the only cards you can buy. You can buy baseball, you can buy soccer. All that other shit ain't really profitable, but basketball is the big dog of all this shit, man. But if there's some shit that you really want to get into, like I said, which you probably should, buy people you like, buy what you like, you know. And it ain't gotta be modern basketball either. You can buy these legends. Legends is always the best way to go with this shit because they can't get injured tomorrow. You know, you go out there and buy RJ Barrett. You spend what 40 $50 on this card. You go out there and get it graded. It can be a $300 card next week, but RJ Barrett tears Achilles or something. It ain't gonna be worth shit. You know what I'm saying? These legends, Kobe Bryant, this will never lose value, man. This Kobe, man. This a legend, man. It'll never lose value. So basically my how I look at it, I just try to invest in people I like, man. Like I said, man,
Go
this,
through it. Show them some of the people. So I
uh
don't think you just
this
gotta
just
get Kobe Bryant or the big names. What's some of the
yeah.
small names?
All right, I got you. Hold on, because this shit like way a mess. My bad.
So like Anthony Edwards, is that
Oh
Edwards?
yeah, oh yeah, that's Anthony Edwards right there. Yeah, that's Anthony Edwards right there.
It's a young D Wade right there. Good attitude.
Absolutely. Now I went and got Bobo, man.
Great pickup. It's a great pickup. Now
I
what's
like
that? A
Bobo, man.
is that a base prism?
Yeah, this a base. Yeah, this a base prism right here. Now, some people gonna say like number cards is the only way to go sometimes, and the base cards ain't it. But Luka Doncic base card going for $800 right now at the lowest. I done seen some for 12. You know what I'm saying? His high, I think in January, it was going for like $2,200 in January. But when Prism came out, and it was when Luka 2020 Luka was took class. Well, Luka was the class of 2019 too, right?
Hold on. Luca.
Luka came to the league in 2019, if I'm not
No,
mistaken.
he was in that draft with Dennis Smith. Hold on.
Oh, so that might be.
Luca draft. See. Luca Doncic stats. 2018 draft. Pick number
Okay.
3.
Yeah, yeah.
Trey
So,
him and Trey Young. Yeah, him and Trey Young got swapped. That's right.
okay, yeah, 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 yeah. But when Luca card dropped, it was a $40 card, man. If you would have grabbed you like 10 of those or 20 of those, 20 times 800, you do the math on that, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like legends, you ain't gotta always this matter of fact, hold on. I'm sorry, I can't even just flick through this one. This a auto. This a Michael Jordan auto. That's his autograph right there. These auto cards, these autograph cards, these signature cards and shit. Um, they worth just as much as them number cards, like the 1 of 10s and 1 of 20s and shit like that. They a big deal, man. Um, but hold on, I got a lot of MJ. Hold on, I got Michael Porter Jr. right there.
Rookie rated.
Yeah,
Honors.
that's my guy right there. Then this guy right here,
What's the brand?
that's Mosaic. That's
Mosaic.
that's a Panini brand as well. You got your Prism, you got Donruss, you got Mosaic, and you got Optic. You know, those the most desired brands right there. Uh, Taco Fall. I like prospects, man. Um, I like the guys most motherfuckers ain't really thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Solid player.
yeah, he real solid. Michael Porter. Oh my bad, Kevin Porter. Excuse me.
Yeah, now I was bidding on. That's what I was bidding on. A graded 9 PSA Kevin Porter. I had $54 and I lost it for 55 and 22 seconds left on the bid on eBay.
Damn.
So
Yeah, I got 6 more of these coming in the mail on Tuesday, I think. Of these base Prism Kevin Porters, man. Um, Another Kevin Porter. That's an NBA hoops though. A base LeBron that ain't really worth much. That's Jerry Rice right there. Um, then this the older. I got this Mark Jackson card. Motherfuckers gonna ask, why the fuck you got a Mark Jackson card? The Hernandez brothers in the background of this card. That's why this card mean a lot right here. Um, I got this Cliff Robinson rookie card. Zion. You ain't just gotta go for the legends though. A lot of these guys is flipping these prospects and shit. You know, Jason Tatum or Trey Young drop 40 in the game, they price gonna rise up a couple $100 in a night. It's possible. That shit happens a lot. Um, but this shit, I like this shit a lot because as far as like cryptocurrency and stocks go, man, I understand it's all investments and shit, but this is your investments you can actually see, man. You can it make you excited about the game. You know what I'm saying? It make you want to watch these motherfuckers play. It make you want to watch Kevin Porter play. You know what I'm saying? It make
Right.
you want to turn your TV on or your phone or your laptop, however you watch your games and shit. It make you want to turn the game on and actually watch these niggas every night and see how well they do. You know what I'm saying?
It's fantasy basketball, fantasy football, fantasy baseball with value.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it is, man.
So, NBA, NFL, MLB, you may need to get behind the push WNBA even more because you have a problem with ratings. Your ratings are falling. Well, if people were invested into a player with a card, then maybe they would have a reason to pay attention to the games, or they were trying to find, oh, what's that next card I can get? Instead of asking the expert, you can become the expert by
Mm-hmm.
watching the game, watching the summer league, watching college. So everybody's industry will benefit by this industry benefiting. So the question earlier that I was asked and throwing out there was Gary V and the big fish getting into it a bad thing? Well, it could go two ways depending on how you look at it. It could be great because everybody can eat. Now the fans are invested and the players get to make more money because more eyes are tuning in. So there's more ads getting sold. If you are advertised, you got more people looking at your ad. So everybody can really eat. WNBA, if you really want to push, so everybody needs to be pushing this industry if you're into it, because this is a way to really familiarize not just having the fantasy sports, but now you got a fantasy sport that you can hold and you kind of own a piece of this player
Mm-hmm.
like a stock.
Yep.
So
That's
this
exactly.
is the stock market for an athlete. How you buy into LeBron? You buy the car. How you buy into Trey Young? You buy the car. And
And when they
for
do
the
great, you
future,
do great.
right, right. And for the future, I don't see just rookie cards being a thing. I think people need to buy dope cars, not just because Prism is the brand right now. If you see a fire card on the shelf, buy that card. Fuck the brand, long as it's at a reasonable price, because Prism might be hot today, but like Beckett, it might not be hot tomorrow. So of course you have your secure, like, all right, I know I'm gonna eat off of this, but don't be afraid to make wild card buys. Remember that we're gonna use that a lot. Wild card buys, because the wild card buy could be something that you just picked up, but it's worth something because the art of it. And I think in the future, this generation more than the last generation, it won't be something that you can just pick out and be like, oh, that's it. It's gonna be the art of it. Because these prism things, to me, I don't see the value in it because it's no art. It's just like a chrome background. Like, I like to see them on that hardwood. I like to see them collabing with something.
Now, it's crazy that you say that because um all right, so I buy these prospects and shit. I buy these prism cards and shit. Um Zions and Lamellos and Bobos and shit like that, right?
Right.
The crazy part, like I say right now, my most expensive card, like I said, I just started getting off into this shit. So probably my most expensive card is what that motherfucker at? Right here. This the Slam and Jams Michael Jordan card. It ain't no rookie card, but it's a rare Michael Jordan card. That card, I think last time I looked at it, it's probably going for like 1,000 right now, if I'm not mistaken. Graded. That's graded prices. Um, but that's probably one of my least favorite cards. My favorite card is this Shaquille O'Neal card, the Shaq card right here.
Yeah.
this is my favorite card just because of the art on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This ain't no rookie card. It ain't even a second year card, I don't think. But I just love the art on this card. You know what I'm saying? You
but
know, like, and it
yeah,
might be my least expensive card. Like, this card might not be worth shit. I never even looked into it. I just love the way it looks, so I brought it. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Um, that's why I say it was crazy that you say that because this shit, I feel like one day it should get to the point where this shit should just be about the art of the card. You know what I'm saying?
right. I think the art and the moment. So like I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
for
moment, yeah,
I think for this generation, and that's why you got the NFT market going crazy. But for this generation, like a car with Anthony Edwards dunking over that big dunk he just had,
yeah,
that's a moment that people remember. It went viral. Though that type of car should go crazy. Like Jordan, regardless, it could be year six, uh, uh a player's first All Star game or the first All Star game you won an MVP, your championship cars, like just different. A game where Steph Curry hit that shot from half court to beat Oklahoma City when Durant was still on there. Like those type of cars, I think will be valuable in the future because you're gonna
yeah.
remember, like, man, I was at so and so house, and I remember when
Yeah,
Steph was coming up and he pulled
cause
that shot from half court, and if, they got the picture perfectly when he's shooting it. Like,
yeah, cause at
people,
the end of the day,
uh,
this RJ Barrett card just shiny, my nigga.
yeah,
It's just a bunch of colors on it, you know.
yeah,
It's just a shiny card. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what moment this is. I don't know what he did in this play. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like it's just a shiny card. But
yeah,
this
and
motherfucker,
that's what I challenge Prism and the corporates out there to get more into the moments. Put the date, put the arena, put what is this? Because with these new Prism cards, it's nothing. It's really just like a player with a green screen. You don't
yeah,
even have like the old school cards that you got out there. It's just a player with a green screen. And to me, you devalue in the market because you mass producing something that takes little effort because it might cost a little bit more to produce them on the court. Like, what do I want to see a player in front of nothing? Like,
well the issue with that is, uh, Panini is the only company that own the rights to the NBA right now. They X tops out. They X'd out Upper Deck. Um, they X'd out all these other companies that was making basketball cards. So it's basically a
uh,
monopoly now. You know what I'm saying? So
uh,
all you gonna get is Panini, Prism, and Mosaic products and shit now from the
yeah, no,
NBA
but
at least.
I'm saying even them, like the big cards, like the Lamellos, we just looking at. It's not in front of nothing. It's just like a green screen with
Yeah,
like they not even putting no effort into having a license. Like you cheating the people. And the
yeah,
same thing I say with boxing, where y'all putting out these fights where these guys fighting nobodies, you cheating the people. So eventually you're gonna kill your market. You want to be like the UFC where the best fight the best, or you just putting out your best product because then that makes the market hefty in the long run and it
yeah.
keeps people coming back. Now I have these Steph Curry and LeBron James Marvel on the screen because right now, if you ask me what would be one of the best investments, it would be things like this. When you say art, what are you talking about, Trap? What are you talking about? I'm talking about cards just like this. Marvel is attached to a lot of people, multi generations, Batman, Superman, Spider Man, that whole thing. Everybody has a connection to it, whether it's playing the Spider Man games or watching the Batman movies or the Superman cartoon. Every generation has a connection to this. Even the kids 3 years old love Spider-Man. So when you get to
Mm.
see the superheroes in real life, LeBron jumping through the air, Steph Curry making the ball float, Kyrie Irving putting the ball on the string and making it hover. These are your real life superheroes. So to see them connected to Marvel, I think it just makes the brand even bigger. So I think in the future these will be some of the biggest cars. And then it's like
I agree.
LeBron. It's the Crunch series going on with the cereal. I think buying the cereal with LeBron on the box and not opening it, going to get that right now, you can get that for real cheap. The collabos like this, great pieces of work, and we need more stuff like this. Even some of these luxury brands, maybe y'all get in on it. Y'all hot right now, or a hot background, something that's going on. This is the market, and this where the market needs to go. But right now they not that high. They still affordable. You can get cheaper ones. These graded though.
Yeah. I feel
Um,
like I definitely feel like those Marvel cards is gonna be big one day. People ain't really taking them that serious right now. I know we looking at high prices on them on eBay right now, but people don't take them that serious in the community, in a hobby right now. People call it a hobby. People ain't taking it that serious in the hobby, but eventually, it's gonna be one of the hottest brands and shit. I don't know who actually make that shit. It do Marvel actually make those?
Panini Don Russ. It's
Oh,
a
okay.
collab. Panini,
Okay.
and they selling digital ones on here. So yeah, so this is ungraded. They going. It's a Steph Curry ungraded. Oh, it's a digital. I don't know what that mean. Digital
I don't know.
NFT.
It's probably like that NFT shit they
Yes.
talking about right now.
Yeah, so these is going for $3 digital, but I'm talking about the actual physical. I'm not sure about this digital.
But I feel like somebody who thinking about considering getting into this shit, the best thing to do maybe um I would try flipping some of these prospects. Um, put your money into these prospects, get your money back, save your money, and try to get some of these legends, man. Grab some of these legends, cause that's who these big ass companies who grabbing all these LeBron Chromes and Kevin Durant Chromes. They gonna control the market, so it's best you try to get a piece of that. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe one day, when they feel like they want a piece of what you got, you can charge them a leg for it. You know what I'm saying? Because that LeBron Chrome card that we was looking at for what was it, $700,000?
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker gonna be well over 1 million next year, man. That's what I'm saying. Um, even with Pokemon cards, you can even grab you some. Like I know the shit sound crazy right now. I know that shit probably sound crazy as hell. But you can even grab you Pokemon card, the Charizard, or some crazy shit like that. Um, but with these basketball cards, man, find you a guy you believe in. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to, you can just focus on him. You know, grab you about 7 to 8 Kevin Porter Juniors. He ain't his prices ain't that crazy right now. Grab you some Michael Porter Jr. I'm sure he gonna play. He gonna get a lot more playing time in the playoffs. His price is gonna go up. Invest in I don't know, Donovan Mitchell. Damian Lillard is very undervalued right now.
Let me throw out some wild cards. Now this is some what you see on the screen is some buys of the day. This is all purchased today. Caught an auction with a Buddy Hield from 2019 Panini, and I
Mm,
got a rookie card with that.
that Buddy Hield a good cop.
I got that for 205 with
That Buddy
the
Hield's
shipping
a good
and all.
cop. That's a good cop right there.
Yeah, and I fuck with Buddy Hield from Oklahoma State, same school as Trey Young. Um, Big player there, and he has a lot of potential in the league. His game resembles Kobe a lot. The team just has to get better as a whole, but he still has a lot of potential, and he could be on the Lakers next year. We never know. Siakam, he's already a champion. This isn't a rookie card, but we know Prism big time. It's a silver card. It's number 182. Caught it for a good price. So something like this, I look at I can get something higher than 323. So that's my process. I can get something higher than 205. And I was a big Buddy Hield fan in college. Siakam, I love his game and how he played when they won the championship with Kawhi. He still has room to grow. Now the wild cards. Now Bill he don't like the WNBA, but I'm a WNBA. I'm a
Oh
WNBA.
man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He has no love for women's
No, no, don't say that.
basketball.
Don't no, no, don't say that. No, I no. I look. I just don't. I just
I mean he hoop with his daughter. I'm not saying he don't support women hooping. They be in the
yeah,
backyard shooting hoop,
yeah,
doing their
like
thing.
yeah, like my my
She got
my,
a
my
nice
daughter
jump
can
shot.
yeah, my daughter can ball. This is the issue about the WNBA. Um, it's it's just
Sarah,
not a profitable. It's not a profitable organization. So like WNBA basketball cards. I don't see that going nowhere, man.
now this is where we go differ. This is my wild card pick, and if you tuning in and you like what I'm saying, and you like these wild cards, I would say fuck with the WNBA. Now Ariki Ogunbowale, this is her rookie card. Now, if you type in, I sent Bill a video earlier that I did because I was one of the first covering. If you type trap media with her name and Maya Moore, you're gonna see I did a video when she was just coming out. She had went through the tournament, hit like 2 game winners, and then knocked off UConn and won a championship. And then she did an interview with Kobe and all like that. So to me, she's the phenom in the league. She hasn't reached Asia Wilson status yet. Now Asia Wilson MVP, we understand she decorated Candace Parker, but she's the phenom that's in the league and will be she's the best guard in my opinion in the league, and she's the Kyrie, the Steph Curry, the one that will bring the attention. And he sent me a video with Draymond talking about the marketing and all that. When you do
Mm.
get behind marketing, and if that ever does come, the proper marketing, she would be the focus now that Maya Moore is gone. And if I had to bank it all on one player and pushing that league to the next page, I thought it would be her going against Maya more. But now that Maya is gone and she's on to different things, Iriki Carr got it for 539 total. Good buy for me, and I think it's gonna be worth a lot. Chene Abunke, she's on ESPN, champion, Los Angeles Sparks. I paid a little bit more for this card because it's autographed. So I paid 12.96 total. And
When that
Jack,
get graded, when them cars get graded, man, they gonna go up.
yeah, and Jackie Young, this is her rookie card. I got that because she's playing with Asia Wilson. She has game, both of them number one picks. So it's like them together could be like a Kobe and Shaq type situation.
Yeah.
And I just see ultimately it's a good buy. We're in a new era, women empowerment, and this is how I'm supporting the women, and I see it as being possibly just as big one day as the men, because the world is just changing, and these cars are a bit more harder to get because it's not as much interest. It's just not as much interest. But
Yeah.
that's an up close of the Chennai card. Um, Let me get you up close of the Jackie. Hold on. That's an up
It
close
look
of
like a
that.
nice car though, especially with that auto on it.
Yeah. Catch her on TV. Uh, Let me see. Hold on. That's that one. All right. Let me knock that one down. Let me show you the other ones up close. Oh, that's the Iriki. Look her up. Look up them highlights. When you see her, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. That's an optic card, rookie rated. Now, what you say about optic?
Uh, so as far as these Panini brands go, Prism is at the top. I think behind Prism, I think it's Optic, but right behind Prism. I think it's Optic, and then a lot of people in the hobby hate Mosaic because they hard to grade, the way they cars is made. Um, but I think it's Prism, Optic, Donruss, and then Mosaic.
Yeah.
As
And then
far
it's
as
it, and then it's my Jackie Young rookie card. She on Los Angeles Aces with the phenom Asia Wilson from
oh,
South Carolina.
you really going all in on
Uh,
WNBA cards.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, see, he has no
No,
love
no,
for the
no, it ain't.
WNBA.
No, it ain't that. It ain't that. Like, come on, man, don't do me like
No,
that.
no, no, no. He respect it. I'm just saying he not really entertained. He still
No,
think he got to catch up to the shoot. He want to see more shooting, more
yeah,
fast pace, less of
they
that
got
early 2000 basketball.
a lot to they still got a lot to work on as far as being relevant in the sports world.
Yeah,
Uh,
and it's 99 of these cards, so I got one of
like
99. But
don't like I don't want nobody to get it fucked up. Like I ain't got nothing against the WNBA. My daughter want to go to the WNBA. Like you know, I love women and I love women basketball. I ain't gonna say I love women basketball, but it's cool. It's cool to watch, but I'm not really that entertained by it. I don't
it,
understand. I don't know why. I'm just not that entertained by women's basketball.
it's
I
still
ain't got nothing
growing
against. I have
in that.
nothing against.
It's in the early 2000s phase of development. The shooting hasn't caught up, but it will get there in possibly 5 to 10 years, and that's when
Yeah.
you'll get more people. And they missed a chance on marketing that
It take
Rob
time because it's still kind of
is young.
somewhat of a new
It-
thing. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
it's about 20 years old. The league is about 20 years old. So, or 25 years old, 30 years old, something like that. So they missed the chance to market the robbery when the Sparks beat Maya Moore and them and stopped Maya from being like the Jordan with going to the finals every time and being undefeated. It was a robbery. It was like a couple seconds left. Something happened with the shot clock, and then they end up giving the Sparks the shot. It's Sinead, Candace Parker, all of them when they got their ring. They missed that opportunity, but I think in this new world we're going in, it's gonna be a lot of change. So I'm gonna keep pushing this and putting different faces out there and doing more coverage from the lower level to the higher level as I was doing before, and we'll see where it goes. But that's the super wild card pick that you
That's super,
probably won't hear
super
too
wild.
many
That's super
other
wild.
places.
That shit is super wild. It's a super wild card right there.
Yeah, so anything you got to say with closing? We touched on GaryVee. We touched on buys of the week. We touched on the future market, and we even threw out some nice wild card pickups. And you got to see some first-hand purchases in different grading websites and a bit of history of the grading websites. Trap Media, we bringing you the card guides. This is episode number 1.
Hmm.
Co-host Top Half Bill. Tune into
Hmm.
them on the Xbox.
I'm
Uh,
always on that motherfucker daily, daily.
2K. Any closing
Yeah.
statements?
Uh, basically, man, all I got to say about this shit.
Look at the time. I don't know if you can see the time.
Yeah, I see it. I'm looking at it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it don't even feel like that long, but
No, no, the specific. Yep,
oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
All I got to say is if look at it like this, man. With this shit, is just like cryptocurrency. It's just like stocks. This is just something you can hold in your hand. Um, if you give it some thought and you actually thinking about the diving into this shit, just make sure you get educated on this shit. Watch as many videos as you can. Um, uh, do as much research as you can. network with people that's in the hobby, that's in the community, this basketball collector community, because that's one of the most important things about this shit that I'm learning is networking and actually meeting people and knowing people. That's how you find the best deals on these cars. That's how I found the best deals on the ones I got and the ones I'm gonna submit in July. You know, it's just getting actually getting out there and meeting people. Because if I ain't learned anything about this shit, I definitely learned that um people in this hobby look out for each other, man. And I met some good people in this shit. So just do as much research and homework as you can. Learn as much as you can before you start buying shit up. Learn what it is, what you should buy and what you shouldn't buy. Or we'll probably talk about that on the next episode, I guess. Yeah, and just look at it as investments that you can actually hold in your hand. That's the best part about this shit. You know, you will actually enjoy this shit because we love basketball. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's all I got to say for
Yeah.
real.
Shout out to everybody for tuning in. If you think we overlooked something, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. This is where you should be putting your money at. If you're just trying to have some fun investing and it's not just all about the money. As we see on the screen, Iriki going to work. Shout out to K Gibbs for the intro. North Philly, Francisville, the car guys. We out.
Yeah, I told Broski up that too, and he gon' do it. These niggas be talking, I don't really wanna go through it. Yeah, we had them bitching on the phone, and it's out there. We be posting pictures on they block, they never out there. Let me take you back when I used to catch that ride. Now I'm getting bitches, she gon' fuck with them Chanel slides. Man, I told Jay, wipe his nose, and he gon' slime you out. Creeping like the rug rats, don't make me bring that Tommy out. Took out Lavella when I put her in Margiela, huh? How the fuck I'm high and every morning eating Bella's, huh? What's up with that coochie? That little bitch a groupie, she keep asking me about Uzi. Man, I hit that hard, then I fail, I little boozy. And pass off